It's very easy to lose yourself when doing YouTube, as in to deceive people. On camera, everything seems so flawless and it creates this idea that that's all it should be. And if it's not like that, something is wrong with you or you're doing something wrong. Hi guys, welcome back to another video. I'm Chrissy, and in today's video we'll be talking about some things that natural hair influencers go through that they don't show or tell you on camera. When I was just a consumer of content, I didn't know that so much editing goes into producing videos. You can literally cut out whatever you don't want to be seen. And sometimes that's unfair to your audience because your audience needs to know like what's truly going on, and that is why I try my very best to keep things as real as I can in my videos. Of course, there'll be little parts that you don't necessarily want people to see, and that for me would be things that are relevant to the video or will not impart much value to my audience, like a truck passing by. I mean, sometimes you can include that just to make the video feel more relatable and authentic, but sometimes you don't necessarily have to. On camera, everything seems so flawless and it creates this idea that that's all it should be. And if it's not like that, something is wrong with you or you're doing something wrong. And trust me, it's far from perfect. Because let me tell you something, guys. Natural hair YouTubers, influencers, they experience breakage and shedding as well. Just like myself, just like you do, they experience these things. You might not see it on camera, but trust me, they do. I personally try to show my shed hair whenever I'm doing a video that includes me either twisting up my hair or whatever that includes detangling. I try to show that my hair sheds because back then when I was only a consumer and watching natural hair content, I always wondered if natural hair YouTubers that I watch and look up to, if they experience breakage as well, if their hair sheds while they're detangling and twisting it up. Most people will show you the shedding at the end of the video, but they're not actually showing you while they are combing their hair. They're not actually showing you the hair is coming out, and I try to put that in my video because this is the reality, guys. Your hair is going to break and it's going to shed. What you should pay attention to is if it's breaking excessively or if it's shedding excessively. But these things are inevitable. Whether you're an adult, a baby, a child, you have permed hair or natural hair, you will experience breakage, you will experience shedding. So you are a normal human being. Don't think you're an alien or something is wrong with you because you're watching your favorite YouTubers, your favorite influencers, and you're not seeing these things happening to them. Trust me, it's normal and they go through it too. Another thing that YouTubers or influencers go through is bad hair days and difficulty styling their hair. So you're not seeing this on camera. You're not seeing when they're putting on a head wrap because they just can't bother to deal with their hair. And you're not seeing when they're struggling to do a style. Most tutorials you see, they already made out time to practice to do it so that they could master it and come on camera and show you to do it. They get tired of their hair as well. They have days when they don't want to touch it. Days when they're feeling some, negative emotions about their hair. Just like I do, just like you do. And that 9 or 17 minutes wash day video is hours and sometimes even days in reality. I know it seems short, simple and easy on camera, but if you should see the unedited version of these videos, you would see just how long it takes. You would see the frustration, you would see how tired they are from standing long hours in the shower. You would see the arm ache, the back ache, and you would see the feet ache. In reality, natural hair takes time, especially if your goal is to practice good hair care, whether it be on camera or off camera. And the next thing too, when you are filming wash day or any sort of activity that you do with your natural hair, it will take longer because you have to set up and make sure that everything is ready and perfect. Because the only way to give your audience value is to make sure you're putting in careful consideration in everything you're doing. Ensure that you are giving them the highest quality that you can offer. The lighting should be good, the sound should be good, so what your audience is getting is 100%, and that takes time. Natural hair influencers have information and they know what to do, but they struggle with consistency as well. they slack off on their hair regimens as well. So there are times when they don't moisturize when they should. There are times when they go way too long in a protective hairstyle, and there are times when they skip washes. And so I use this opportunity to tell you that whenever you fall off your hair care regimen, don't beat up on yourself, don't be hard on yourself. Just get back up and continue to practice good hair practices. It's not about how many times you fall off track, but it's about getting back on track each time you do. So just keep going. Lastly are DIY remedies. Not every DIY remedy out there will work for you. Some of them will fail you. Your hair will absolutely hate it. So my advice is to try your very best to manage the urge to use a new one every week, like is recommended to you by some of these YouTube channels. I've learned from experience that it's better to be trying one thing and know that that's working for you than to be trying 1,000 things and not knowing what is working and what is not. Because something can go wrong with your hair and it would be difficult to pinpoint the exact culprit because you're just all over the place using 1,000,001 things. So keep what you use as few as possible. Not because this channel is using a new remedy every week means that's good for your hair. If you want to try some of these things, try each remedy for at least a month or 3 months to know if it works for your hair. These channels might have good intentions. They might be excited to be sharing the things that work for them or new things that they discovered and just want to try out. Sometimes they don't tell you that they're trying these things out for the first time though. So it's hard to really know. It's very easy to lose yourself when doing YouTube, as in to deceive people. You can get lost in the views and don't even realize that you are no longer honestly serving your audience. And this is exactly what happens to many influencers. You have to check yourself from time to time and do a reflection to see if you are still being as authentic as you should be, if you're still always honest with every video you put out. I don't know if it's because I'm a Christian, but I have to try to make sure that I'm not disappointing God and I'm not misleading anyone. So when I put out a video that I've never tried the remedies before, you'll hear things from me like, I'm not sure, or I'm trying it for the first time. And I'm not quick to title these videos as hair growth or to mention anything about hair growth in these videos because I'm not sure. I've never used it before, so I don't know whether it will grow your hair or not. I'm just using it because of the said benefits. I'm trying it out to see if, it will give me some hair growth benefits, or even if it's not hair growth, because hair growth is not always my focus, even if it's some scalp health benefits, I'm trying it out for that. But I don't know whether or not it will yield that result, so I can't come and tell you that, oh, this is for hair growth, or and they're natural hair influencers, especially like the small channels that battles with this. They want to remain authentic, but on the other hand, authenticity doesn't always give you as much views as you would like. People will not click on some of these videos if it's not laced with words like hair growth and overnight and quick, rapid and extreme and just exaggerated words that in reality is not possible. It's not possible for you to use something and it grows your hair overnight. Hair growth takes time. I know YouTube is hard. It's really hard. I've been on YouTube for over a year now and I'm still not at 1,000 subscribers yet. I have still not even met the 4,000 watch hours yet. So I know it's hard, but I believe that honesty is important. People are looking for actual solutions and not to be deceived. And I think that as long as you remain honest and true to your audience and yourself, God will reward you. In His words, it says, "Seek ye first the kingdom of God and His righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you." Do not get weary in well doing. In due season, you will reap your reward. Keep being authentic, keep being honest, and keep being true to God. Stand for what you know, not because titling the video certainly gets you more views. I mean, you should give in to that and start lying to people. A lot of influencers go down this path and they never stop doing it. So check yourself if you're an influencer. As long as you give people information, you have to be careful.